start.
Hi guys, welcome back to my live. I am your diva chef Walker Barrett. Thank you so much for stopping in. Today's dinner is inspired by Chinese cooking. So I'm going to be showing you how to make a simple chow mein at home, and also I'm going to be showing you my version of sweet, hot and sour chicken in no particular order. And we're just going to have some fun. And for dessert, this dessert is inspired by a tart, Hong Kong style tart to be exact, but we're going to add some Jamaican to it. So we are going to be making a creamy Ackee tart. I know some of you are wondering, what is that? How is that going to taste? It's going to taste absolutely delicious because guess what? Ackee is a fruit. Yes, Ackee is a fruit, and therefore Ackee takes on the flavor of whatever you put on it. So if you put salt on it and saltfish, it's going to taste savory. If you put sugar in it, it's going to taste sweet. So stick around. Let me know where you're watching from. Tell somebody that Chef Walker Barrett is cooking dinners from around the world. Our series is called From Her Kitchen, and I'm pleased to share it with you. So guys, welcome, welcome,
Jacqueline
welcome.
says good evening, chef and family.
Hi Jacqueline, welcome to those looking in on Instagram, and of course for those of you who are watching us on Facebook, welcome. So let us start with our tart first. So in this pot I have 1 stick of butter. I'm going to melt this butter down.
Jacqueline is watching from Portmore. Carly,
Welcome,
is watching
Jackie.
from Chumbel City.
Welcome. So this is our tart pan. This is the pan I'm using. The bottom is removable. I love using this. So you have some of them where the bottom is attached to the pan. So we are going to be making our base for tart. So first,
Hot Lips is watching from Florida.
welcome. So first guys, I want to make it very, very simple. So I'm going to make it in my food processor. If you don't have a food processor for the crumb or for the base of our tart, I'm using my favorite cookie. This is ginger. You can buy whatever soft cookie and use it for this crust. So this is a ginger flavor one. You could use graham cracker crumb. Any sweet cracker that you like, you can use. So I'm putting in 2 packs of ginger cookie. And I have another pack of, this is just wheat crackers. So put some of that in there. And then we're just going to chop it up. My melted butter is nice, so stick around. So let me grab some sugar. I'm going to add 1/4 cup of brown sugar, just to add a little bit more sweetness to it. And then I'm going to take it to my food processor and chop it up. So guys, come with me. Turn this guy on. Put this thing here on the food processor. Let's see.
Chelsea. Chelsea says good evening, chef and family.
Hi Chelsea. So guys, we just want to make sure that everything is chopped up nice and smooth. So I'm just going to give it a few more chops. Alright. Now I have 1 stick of melted butter. I'm going to just pour this in.
I am Elliot says hi, chef and family.
Cheryl Jenkins says hi.
Hi Cheryl. So what the butter does, it
Camera is
softens up
slant.
everything. Yes, Cheryl. We turn the camera that way for YouTube. So we have our crumb mixture. It smells like ginger and brown sugar.
Nant says love the shells.
Thank you. So this is what we're going to do now, guys. We're just going to scrape our cookie crumb out. But first, let me test it. I feel like it's a little bit too greasy, so this is what I'm going to do. I am going to pour it in a dish and then chop up some more cookie. I feel like this stick of butter was a little bit too much. So when you're cooking, guys, you want to cook with your 5 senses. Sometimes it doesn't come out as planned, but if you pay attention. So usually when I use a graham cracker, which is a different cookie, a stick of butter work, but tonight I'm using a whole different variety of cookie, and it looks a little fatty, so I am going to just chop some more biscuit. It's so dark in here. They look a little bit dark. So here goes.
Lady Kimon says hello, Chef.
Hi, Lady Kimon. Where is my food processor cover? Oh, here you go.
McPherson's Catering says good evening, Chef and family.
Good evening and welcome. Let me turn my oven on. Alright guys, so I think this is going to take us to where we need it to be.
JC Chambers says Tasha Chambers.
Joan says good evening, Chef.
Good evening, Jason and Joanne.
Patricia Brown says good evening, family.
Hi guys, welcome. Alright, so for those of you who are just joining, we are making our dessert first, and this is the base. We're making a creamy white chocolate Ackee tart. I know that's a mouthful of words, but it's going to be absolutely delicious. So this is the base, and this is ginger cookie and a regular wheat cracker that you can buy. If you're in Jamaica, you can buy, I think it's a Miss Birdie variety that you can buy in the supermarket. So this is going to be our base. Let me just clean up here.
Claver Hallen. Hi, Simone.
Hey.
Taylor says good evening, Chef.
Good evening. So guys, our base is ready, and now we're going to put it into our pan. So you want to pile it, pour it in the middle like so. Can we get a close-up of this, guys? So we want to put it into the middle. And then what I like to do is, I like to use a bottle that has a flat edge and just kind of use it to compact. So we push from the middle to the end. Just like that, just go around. You can do this with your hands, but I find that the bottle really compact it the way I want it to be. Alright, so the butter moistens the cookie, but too much butter will make it oily or greasy, and that's what happened when I did it first. And so to correct that, I just added some extra cracker. Remember that the crackers is starch. And so starch need a little bit of fat, but not too much. We don't want this to be a greasy cookie. And so now I'm going to go with my fingers. Right? Hold on. Before I go with my fingers, let me compact it. Just a little bit more, a little bit more. We want to get everything in there. All right, make sure this is going to be the base for a tart. All right, so there are many types of tart. This one in particular is going to be a custard variety. What that means is that it's going to be held together with egg protein, and we're going to bake it. But first we need to bake the pastry shell. So let me just clean up the pastry. It's a little bit messy, but no worries. This is what it looks like. Just go in, make sure everything is compact and nice. This part here needs a little bit more. All right, don't be afraid of it, guys. And voila. So this is going to go into the oven, and this is going to bake for 10 minutes. And while it's baking, I am going to show you how to make the filling, which is the delicious creamy white chocolate Ackee custard that we're going to put in here, and we're going to bake everything into our delicious dessert. So I'm going to gently put it in the oven, and we're putting it in the oven at 350 for 10 minutes. Let me just wash my hands. While that is going on, I'm going to just clean up. I have some extras. Just clean up everything.
Trudy and Riley, hi Diva Chef and family.
Hi Trudy. Alright, so I wanted to show you how that is done. Usually I would have prepped that before I come on, but I really wanted to show you how that was done, how easy it is to make a dessert with a few store-bought ingredients. You can make a professional looking dessert for your family. So guys,
Nelly says good night, chef, and all the viewers.
good evening. So guys, we are going to start making our custard now. So in this pot, I am going to add some milk, and I'm going to warm it up, and then we're going to add our white chocolate. So let me grab my milk. I'm using evaporated milk. All right, so I'm using half a cup of evaporated milk. So that goes into our pot. I'm just going to turn this on, and we are going to let it come up to temperature. And then I'm using half cup of white chocolate. Now my white chocolate comes in the butter form, the button form. I said butter. White chocolate is like butter. It is a fat of the chocolate. It is sweetened with sugar. It is very sweet. You can get this in the chocolate chip form in the bake section of your supermarket, or you can get it into the little bar-like portions. So I'm warming up the milk because the milk is needed to melt the chocolate. So let's go. So half cup of chocolate in, and we're going to put this in here and just give it a stir until it melts, and it melts pretty quickly. Again, chocolate is sweet. The white chocolate is sweet and creamy tasting. My nephew was just here and he saw it in the fridge, and he kept snacking on it. So Kenil, this is for you, and he's going to save some of this dessert for you. So I just want to melt the chocolate. This could have been melted in a microwave or over a water bath, but I'm just melting it directly into the pot. So that has happened. So in the meantime, let's get our other ingredients going for our creamy white chocolate Ackee tart. So I have 1 cup of cooked Ackees. I need my wooden spoon. So in goes adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 2 tablespoons of rum. This is 2 ounces of cream cheese. So this dessert have a lot of texture and it have a lot of vibe. And then the eggs is what going to hold everything together during the baking process. And so these are 3 eggs going in.
And Zone says nice.
And we are using half cup of condensed milk. So our sugar is coming from condensed milk and white chocolate. We don't want it any sweeter than that. Ashiria, could you reach the sour cream for me, please? And then in goes our white chocolate that we melted with sour cream. Look at that fridge if you see it. And then finally, we are going to be adding some sour cream. And we're only adding 1/4 cup of sour cream. So the sour cream gives it a nice little tang that I like. And this dessert is very rich. Put this back. And then finally, I keep saying finally, I know. I love dessert with salt, so I'm going to add a little bit of salt in there to bring everything together and some lime juice. Where is my knife? Alright, so I'm juicing half of a lime. Alright, so that's what that is. This is going to go to the blender and we are going to puree this until it is smooth, and then I'm going to taste it, and if I feel like it needs a little bit more sugar, then we will add some sugar to it. So here goes. 1, 2. Oh, I forget an ingredient. We need some flour. We need 2 tablespoons of flour. And that's going to go right in, like so. And then, did I add salt? Did I add the salt, guys? Actually, did I add the salt?
You mentioned it.
I did. Alright, we're adding the salt just to make sure. Just a little salt to taste. I'm using kosher salt. Okay, so here goes. And that's all there is.
Tamara said he didn't add the salt.
I just
All
added
things-
the tea.
Selner said no salt was added yet.
Alright, I just added it, so we're good. So this is what it looks like. It looks like a milkshake. Yeah, you can use Ackee to make a milkshake too. I promise guys, it doesn't taste like Ackee when you use it to make a dessert. So Ackee is a fruit, and whatever you put on it, if you put curry on it, it's going to taste like curry. If you put black pepper on it, it's going to taste like black pepper. If you put lots of salt on it, that's what it's going to taste like. Alright, so we are just waiting for our base to set, and then we're going to add our filling. This actually makes 2 of that tart, so I'm going to be making one on camera for you guys to see, because my family love this, and you know, in the lockdown they need something to snack on, so I'm making 2. Plus my sister-in-law gave me this Ackee, so I need to send on some of this tart for her.
Gavina says good evening everyone.
Good evening. So guys, that is all done, and now we are going to start making our chicken. So, for our chicken, we are going to fry it first, and then we're going to put it into a beautiful sauce. So, the oil for our chicken is on, and the chicken is already seasoned. Where is it? Okay. Tonight we're using chicken breast. So this was seasoned with some salt and pepper and cayenne pepper. And just like we did last week, I'm going to add an egg to it, and then we're going to dredge it in some flour, and then we're going to fry. Alright, so stick around, guys. First, let me just get this pot clean to make our sauce. So guys, let me know, tell me where you're watching from. Let somebody know that Chef Walker-Barrett is on and she's making a bag of things. Okay. Alright, so let me take up all of what I will need. And Sheila, put that chocolate in the fridge, please. Put that milk in the fridge as well. Let's just make some space. Put this back in the cupboard. We don't need that anymore. So we can make a little bit of space for the guys to see. So I have an egg. I'm just going to whisk this egg, and this is going to be added to my chicken.
Tomorrow is watching from New Kingston.
Hi, tomorrow.
Y.O. Scott says good evening, Chef and family, watching from Maypen.
Hello, Mr. Scott.
Gavina is watching from Manchester.
Hi, Davina. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So our oil is getting nice and hot. Just want to make some space so that you can see what we're doing. Remove that fan so it doesn't blow this. Turn it to that side. It's going to blow the fire out. All right. So in here, I'm adding some eggs. Not too much. Let me grab a fork. So I'm going to whisk. So this is our, what is it called again? Actually, hot, sweet, and sour chicken.
Yes.
So this is what it looks like. This is boneless, skinless chicken breast.
Sweet, hot, and sour chicken.
Sweet, hot, and sour chicken. Thank you. Go ahead and mix that salt for me. I kind of feel like this needs some more salt.
Dream Home by Design says hi, Sam. I'm watching from outside.
Hi, Dream Home by Design. I think my dog likes you because he's not barking. So I'm just adding a little bit more salt. Okay. So the egg allows the flour to stick to the chicken so that when we fry it up, it's nice and crisp on the outside. So that is ready. In this bag, I have half cup of flour and half cup of cornstarch. The cornstarch is going to allow our chicken to be extra, extra, extra crispy.
Xavier says good day. I'm watching from Consent Spring.
Welcome. Who was that?
Xavier.
Hi, Xavier. So let me just get some of the chicken in the bag. I don't want to get chicken on my hand just yet. So let's just pour some in the bag. Again, this was 3 chicken breasts. Cut them into bite-sized pieces. I'm just going to put half of it in the bag first. And this is what we're going to do. Just got to shake it. Get everything coated with the flour and the cornstarch mixture.
Xavier says, do you have a YouTube channel?
Yes. The YouTube channel is called Nextinfood, guys. So if you are just watching us and you have not yet subscribed, we ask you to go over to YouTube and subscribe to our channel. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Alright, so our tart base is ready. I'm going to take it out the oven, show you guys what it looks like. Look at that. Come and get a close-up. So now we are going to bake this at 325. And we're going to bake it for 20 minutes. So we bake it just to set the base. And because the base is nice and hot, it's going to bake the custard real quick. So this is our Ackee white chocolate, sour cream, cream cheese. Want to fill it all the way up. Alright.
Jerry says you know cook it down yet and no water like when pipe have a bad drip.
Alright, so hold it. Alright, usually I would put this on a tray, but this pan cannot hold into the little tray. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put it into my oven as best as I can. Easy does it. So our dessert is in, and we are baking at 325, and we're baking that for 20 minutes. So in 20 minutes time, guys, you will see what that looks like. So in the meantime, we are going to be frying our chicken. Take this off the way and put it over that side for me, please. So guys, for our chicken, oil is on, oil is hot and ready. We're gonna put our chicken pieces in our oil. Is it hot? Could be a little bit hotter, so just gonna let it come all the way up to temperature before we add any more chicken in there, because we want nice crisp chicken. Put this over here. So in the meantime, while I wait on our sauce to come up to temperature, while I wait on our oil to come up to temperature, I am going to make our sauce. So for our sauce, for the sour in our sauce, we're using tamarind, and this is what it looks like. Come and give them a close-up. So this is just tamarind that was shelled, and I added some water to it. That's all there is to that. So we have sugar for sweet, tamarind for sour, and then for the hot part of our sauce, we're using pepper. Sheila, reach that jar with pepper inside the fridge for me, please. So guys, for tamarind, I had it soaking in half cup of water, and this is not a sweet tamarind, this is a very sour tamarind, and that is intentional in terms of I deliberately wanted the flavor of tamarind into this sauce tonight. And this is our pepper. This is going to make it hot. This is going to make it sweet. And the tamarind is going to make it sour. I think our oil is hot, so I'm just going to put chicken into the oil. And this is chicken breast, so it's not going to take long to fry. We already have our setup for chicken breast, so you just want to get your hand in the bag and just shake off the excess flour and drop the chicken pieces in and allow them to do their thing. Okay? Let's get the rest of our chicken in the bag. Make sure all of our chicken gets coated with this flour dredge, flour and cornstarch dredge. Look at that. So that is ready and off to the side. We have our tray that we're going to be draining our chicken pieces. We have our slotted spoon ready. So now we are going to turn our attention to our sauce. bag of things going on tonight, but we're going to get it done. So we're going to make our sauce, and we have 3 primary elements for our sauce. We have something sour, we have something hot and spicy, we have some sweetness, we're going to have some savoriness from our soy sauce, and we have just a little more acid from some wine. And this is going to be our sauce. But first, I need to start sweating the aromatics, guys. So aromatics are what gives food their base flavor. So the aromatics that I refer to tonight are garlic and ginger. So these are our flavor builders for our sauce tonight. Let's just wipe the water out of this pot. And I'm just going to take some of the oil from our chicken. Not too much. Just enough to sweat our garlic, chilies, and ginger. Alright, so our oil is in. And we're going to add garlic. And I'm adding about 3 cloves of garlic minced right into our oil. Make sure that you guys can see. This is ginger. I usually have ginger chopped up and put in a bag and put in my freezer. So I'm going to add about a teaspoon of ginger. Okay. We're just going to let that sweat. I can already smell the flavor of the garlic and of the ginger. It smells absolutely amazing. So we're just going to let them release their flavor. In the meantime, chicken is ready. They're beautifully golden brown. So I'm just going to take them out. I hope you guys can see this. Chicken is coming out. They're nice and golden. They're yellow. And that is all from the frying. Alright, so first of the chicken is out. I'm just going to let that hang out there. Let the oil come back up to temperature. And now we are going to add the hot part to our sauce. This is chili.
Chow sauce is looking good. Gabina said, did you mince the ginger to put it in the freezer?
Yes, I chopped it in my food processor. Now we are going to add our tamarind. Alright. And we're just going to let that get nice and happy. I should add some more stuff to it. Now I'm going to go back to our chicken, add more chicken to the party. So, the thing about dinner is, it might seem complicated, but once you have a plan on how to execute, everything just happens really fast. Okay, and then dinner is going to come together really, really quick. So let's get all the chicken in. Every last piece of it. Because I don't want to go back to put my hand in any more chicken for the rest of the night. So chicken is in. I'm going to wash my hands. Get the flour off. So guys, how do you feel about our creamy white chocolate Ackee tart? Have you ever had Ackee other than in something savory? Have you ever had Ackee outside of Ackee and saltfish? Give Ackee a chance. For dessert, so I'm going to be adding some light soy sauce, and I'm adding 1/4 cup.
Lenny Taylor said, did you reuse your oil?
No, this is fresh oil. I didn't reuse my oil from last week because I fried the lobster in it, so I had to throw it out. And I'm adding 1/4 cup of, this is rice wine. This is totally optional. And then I'm going to add sugar for sweet. I love Asian inspired food. Love it, love it, love it. I love the flavors. They're so bold and delicious. Alright, so all the element is in here. Just waiting for it to combine together. Our chicken is frying up nicely. You guys want to give them a close-up shot of the chicken? So you can do one before the other. Alright? So for the person who asked about the ginger, this is what the ginger looks like. So all I did was what did I do with this? I'm not sure if I grated it or I chopped it in the food processor, but this is what it looks like. I keep it in a bag and I keep it in my freezer. And so whenever I need ginger, I just grab it from the freezer and use as needed. So those are the tips, can help you to just prep for a longer period of time. So our sauce, I want to taste it to make sure it has all the elements that I require. It needs to be a little bit more sweet, so I'm adding some more sugar. And of course, we need to thicken the sauce, so I'm going to add some cornstarch, just like we did last week. So I have some cornstarch slurry. So this is 2 teaspoons of cornstarch mixed with a little bit of water, and that's going to thicken up. I have some more tamarind liquid in here. Let me just pour it off. Get this out the way. So this is what's going to go onto our chicken. Go ahead, could you reach that pot for me? And we're going to get our pot ready to boil our noodles.
Yes.
Miss Barrett says chicken fried to perfection.
Lovely. Alright guys, so I'm getting my pot ready to make my noodles. So while that is happening, this is the noodles that I'll be using. I love these. This is called an instant noodle. It cooks very quickly and it overcooks even faster. Usually you can just pick this up in the Chinese section of the supermarket. So we're going to cook that as soon as I have enough water in my pot. So cornstarch is going to go in. And as usual, I never ever measure out enough cornstarch. Ashelia, run for the cornstarch, please. And come right back. Alright, so our second batch of chicken is going to come out shortly. Our dessert. Let me just take a little peek. Dessert is almost ready and dinner is coming together so quickly. So while we wait on the chicken and Ashelia to come with the cornstarch, I am actually going to make some sauce for our chow mein. So in my little container here, I'm using about 2 tablespoons of Chinese cooking wine. I love the flavor of that. Let me just pause and get the cornstarch going. Ashelia came back with the cornstarch, so let me just add some in here.
Davina says I like those also.
So I'm adding some more cornstarch. Bring over all of my little condiments, show you guys. And we are going to soften this. Alright, so cornstarch is going in, and voila, it's much thicker. in one bag. So let's go back to our chicken. Chicken is ready.
I am elated, though. Someone just moved with piece of the chicken.
That's Ackee for you. Ackee just moved with some chicken. So I'm using a slotted spoon and I'm draining this on a tray. So don't worry about the oil. Any extra oil will get run off onto the tray. Isn't that beautiful, guys? So all this is fried chicken. And if you can't afford or if you can't bother with chicken breast, you can use bone-in chicken and you will get the absolute same effect. So this could have been bone-in chicken. All you need to do is to chop your chicken up and season it with some salt and pepper. That's all I like to season chicken with, salt and pepper. And I'm sweating like crazy. Actually, they're telling me what can I say, guys? I'm hot. So this pot is on for our noodles. Our sauce is ready on this side. Come and take a look at this. Don't want to show them me, just show them the sauce. So this is tamarind, garlic, ginger, chili, a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of wine. This is our hot, sweet, sour, and savory sauce. Let me dip one of the chicken for Gawain and Ackee. So basically this is what it's gonna look like. So this one is for Gawain and this one is for Ackee. Alright, Ashley, just hold it on the spoon right here. So our sauce is ready. We can turn this off and let it chill out. Gawain, could you reach a pot to finish this chicken? Sauce is done, and done. So I was showing you how to make another sauce, and this is for our chow mein. So in here I have a little bit of, what do I have in here? What do I have in here, Ashley? I have some wine. I have some Chinese rice wine. Let me just dry my sweat, guys.
Light soy sauce, housing sauce.
Okay. And in my chow mein, I like to put a little bit of sugar, so just to make it not really sweet, but the sugar really gives it a little vibe. And guess what? Our tart is ready. I just hear the ding dong.
Tammy says it's constant stirring up the sauce a requirement.
Not when you're using cornstarch. Once you mix the cornstarch in, one good stir is more than enough for that. So our creamy Ackee tart is ready. This is what it looks like. See there, guys? So all it needs to do now is chill.
Tamara says wine.
So that is our creamy Ackee tart right there. And I can't seem to find anything tonight. It's right there. So this is our chow mein sauce. So I like to add this. What is this? This is chili bean paste, the pink one. So we're adding 1 tablespoon of chili bean paste. All of these can be picked up into the supermarket. This is oyster sauce. What is left of it? You know us as Jamaicans, if you don't have enough in the bottle, what do? You add a little water and you rinse the bottle. So I added a little bit of water and I'm going to get all of my oyster sauce out. They can be very salty, so be careful.
Gabina says yes, ma'am.
So, and if you need to rinse out a little bit more, don't be afraid to add a little bit more water and rinse it out to get all of the flavor out there.
Gabina says they did laugh.
So you rinse it out, and I mean, I think every Jamaican can relate to this, no disrespect, but this is how you get everything out of the bottle. You just rinse it out with a little bit of water. Alright, so that is done. Then we have our soy sauce. And I'm just doing this by feel. I cook based on the taste. And so to cook that way, you have to be aware of the taste that you want. And so I want my chow mein to have a nice savory taste to it. So this is what that is. So basically this is the sauce. And then I'm going to finish everything with a little mushroom soy sauce because I love the umami-ness of the mushroom soy sauce. This is that. It actually says mushroom on it. And then some sesame oil. And then we're going to be good. Alright, so I want to give this a taste. So, when you taste your chow mein sauce, whatever it tastes like is what the whole dish is going to taste like. So you better make sure it tastes good. And this one is absolutely delicious. So, again, we want to just take all the extra stuff out the way. All the extra stuff.
Tamara says every drop.
Every drop, Tamara, I'm with you on that. Okay, where is the scallion?
At the bottom.
So we have some stuff here. We have scallion. We have some scotch bonnet. We have a bag of things. Our water has come to a boil, and this is going to be for our noodles. I like to add some salt to my noodles. Where is my salt? Oh, right there. So, just a little bit of salt, not too much, just a little toast of kosher salt, okay? And then the noodles go in. This is what they look like. They come in little squares. So just put them in, and the hot water is just going to soften them up. You can grab a serving towel. See? And just don't overcook them now. We're just going to soften them up. Just like so. I'm going to cover the pot.
Stana says good night. Menu night. I'm curious about the Ackee tart.
Tomorrow we will post a picture of it because the thing is with a tart, especially a big one, you need to let it chill and then you cut into it. And we're going to serve this with some caramel sauce. I really love caramel sauce. I think all the flavors that we put with our Ackee. So Ackee is our primary flavor in the tart, and we complement it with flavors that we feel goes well with the Ackee. So like sour cream, cream cheese, condensed milk. This is a creamy tart, so we put a variety of cream in it, and together they make a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bite. Alright? Ashila did not take the plate down that we need to serve this chow mein in.
What place is
The same one that we talked about. The red plate. Okay, so I'm getting the colander ready to strain our custard out in so that we can have it ready. And dinner will be ready shortly. So we have a colander, we have a bowl. I want to save a little of the pasta water. Let's see. well, the noodles. So our noodles are ready. So that was like less than 5 minutes. I don't want it to be overcooked, so that's good enough for me. This is what it looks like. Come go in. Can you see? Alright, this is it. This is the noodle. Nice and al dente. So I'm going to strain it off as we come back. Okay, so the same pot is what we're going to be making our chow mein dinner in. Let me just clean up around my tart. So our sauce for chow mein is ready. We have a little cornstarch just in case we need to thicken up the juices a bit. We have our flavor builders and we have our vegetables. Now for this chow mein, I'm going to use the same chicken oil to get it cooked because we want some of that chicken flavor. We have a nice big plate ready for our chow mein. Just want to make sure everything is ready when I am ready. Alright, so our plate is ready. That is down here, vegetable. And everything that we don't need is going to go back in the fridge. Bear with me guys, so we have 2 pots going, one for chicken and one for chow mein. So let's start with chow mein. Here goes. So pour some oil in here. Here a little bit more. Alright. And grab the spoon. So for chow mein, are we ready? We have some onions. You hear that sizzle? You just want to sweat that onion, give it a nice head start. And then in this pot, we're going to add some sauce. And this sauce is for our chicken. Again, the sauce should just be enough to coat the chicken, just like we did last week. So same technique, different flavor profile. We have a container for our chicken. So we're adding the same obedient flavors that we add to our sauce, to our chow mein. This is some garlic and ginger. So we add this in. Alright. That's in the sink. We have some carrots and sweet pepper. That's going to go in. And if you guys can get a close-up, that would be nice to show our viewers.
Miss Sunshine says good evening, Chef.
Good evening. Isn't that pretty, guys? So nothing is going to take a long time to get cooked. And then for our vegetables, we have some pak choy. And we're just going to put this in and just let it wilt. I really want to put all of this pak choy in. So just get it all in. And then I'm going to put a cover on it. Where's the cover? Okay. Just wilt it down. When it wilts down, we're going to add our noodles. Stay right here, guys. Don't move. We're going to finish our chicken. So this is for our chicken right here. And while you're waiting on the chicken, for those who did not see our creamy Ackee tart, this is what it looks like. So for our chicken dinner, we added the sauce to our pot. And we just want to get the sauce back up to temperature. Again, this sauce has 4 elements. It has sour from our tamarind. It has sweet from the sugar. It also has spiciness from the pepper. These red pieces are actually hot pepper you're seeing. And then finally it has some soy sauce. And this is for our chicken. Our chicken was seasoned with salt and pepper and deep fried. And this is going to go into the party. Just like that. Get yourself in there, get in there, get in there, get in there. Come on. Get in there. Alright. That chicken, guys, is so crunchy. So what we're going to do, I'm going to give it a little stir around just to combine the flavor of the sauce with the chicken. Alright, let's hang out in there a little bit. So we're going to go back now to our chow mein. Let me just, voila. Now that this is wilted down, see that? We are going to add our noodles. Noodles go in. Our beautiful sauce that we made. Ooh. Uh-oh, I made a mess. It's going to go in. Stirring it up to get all of the sugar out. Now we're going to add some mushroom soy sauce. Come on. Just a little bit of mushroom soy sauce. Give it some character. A little sesame oil. Give it a sesame vibe. And some cornstarch. Cornstarch is going to thicken up the juices of the vegetables. Just going to add that in. And then we are going to stir and enjoy. Let me just do the 2-spoon method. Look at that, guys. So this is our chow mein. This is my interpretation of it. This is noodles and vegetables. Some beautiful savory sauce. And then I'm adding a little bit of scotch bonnet because we love everything spicy in this house. And finally, some scallions. Alright. Stay with me now, guys. Stay with me.
Kimberly's here says this looks even awesome. Sorry.
Let me just clean up this mess that I made right here. And dinner is ready. How fast was that, guys? Pretty fast, right? And we're going to turn that off. Time to serve. Our chicken is also ready. I added a little bit of scallion in. I'm going to turn off my chicken. And we're going to serve our dinner. So you're going to stay right here, and then just clean this up.
Powered by Will says nice.
Thank you, Will. I'm going to take up the stove.
Beautiful says this look nice and healthy.
Thank you.
Shan Trendy says, "Wow, this meal looks delicious."
Thank you, Shan. All right, so we are going to dinner. We're actually putting our chicken in one plate. Right?
Miss Sunshine says dinner looks yummy and healthy.
Thank you guys. And this is just chicken with a few
Jason Tyson,
ingredients.
want some?
Hey Jason. So
Kevina Baby K Williams, I take a plate too, look delicious.
hey Kevina. Alright, so this is our chicken dinner. And this is the chow mein part of the dinner. So fill this plate up.
1 hour mark.
Huh?
1 hour mark.
Okay guys, so guys, we're at our 1 hour mark. We want to save the live. So thank you guys so much for stopping in. We're just gonna save it on Instagram and then we're gonna come back on to show you the finished dish. So stick around if you can. That's what you want me to do, Ashia? Or we're good?
Powered by Will says I got my plate ready. Chef Francis says quick and fast, nice.
Yes, and oh, I can taste my chow mein.
Gavina
So good, guys.
says dinner looks nice.
So good. Just a little bit more sauce on this, just a little sauce.
Jason Tyson, can I be in your family? I love your cooking.
Jason, you know you're already family, right? So this is what it is. Feast your eyes. This is our dessert. This is our creamy Ackee tart. It needs to cool down so we can enjoy it. This is our chow mein. And that's all there is to dinner. Thank you so much guys for stopping in and for staying in. For those of you who are new, remember to go over and check out our YouTube channel. It's called Nextinfood. This is what it looks like. Nextinfood is where we post the live videos and also some of the dishes that I like to make for my family. So this is what it looks like. Go over and subscribe if you are not yet a subscriber. And I'll see you next week from my kitchen as I continue to be inspired with food from another culture. So take care guys. I'll see ya when I see ya. Bye.